hope the jury of the American people reach the same conclusion about Donald Trump. He just is not suited to be president of the United States.
Senator Rich, can I ask you about this news about Donald Trump being indicted, or charged? If you're going to throw support behind a 2024 presidential candidate, does this verdict reached today have any impact on that decision?
It doesn't. I'm going to stay neutral.
I think it's a factor that gets to his electability. It's not a disqualifier, to Manu's point, at this point, but it's certainly not a check in the plus column.
So look, there was some differentiation between those. You had Kevin McCarthy just walking. Stupid smile. I got this position because of the support of a guy who's now been labeled a sexual predator. I'm not gonna talk to you because I don't have to, because I know who my base is, and the bar is buried in the center of the earth for these people, so we can do whatever we want. It doesn't matter how many laws we break, it doesn't matter how many millions of dollars we owe to the victims of our criminal behavior. I just keep on going. That woman's like, no, it has nothing to do with anything. The guy at the end who was like, it goes to his electability, but it's not disqualifying. It's not, okay, well, thank you. Are you not merciful for pointing out that it might go to his electability? Mitt Romney seemed to have an issue with it. That other old guy who was doing Chuck Schumer cosplay, he just turned around and walked away. Every single one of those people, I have to imagine, who didn't care at all about this, they have deeply held religious beliefs. They are conservative Christians to their core. And finding out that this guy sexually assaulted a woman means nothing to them, nothing at all. That is amazing, JR.
So all they talk about suburban women and voters for Trump and moms for Trump and all this stuff. Just know this, all the moms for Trump, all the suburban women out there, if you've been assaulted, if you're in a position that E. Carroll was in, which many women have been, way more than you may know, we're in these types of positions. Your elected representatives, at least those ones that didn't want to have anything to say about it, they don't care. If it happened to you, they don't care. Actually, they care as long as your anger about it can get them reelected. If maybe it's a Democrat, if maybe it's a scary person that they've told you to be afraid of that committed these crimes, then you can be upset about it because it'll get them right back in office. If it's Donald Trump or if it's anyone else, if it's a lower level politician that has some degree of power, they don't care. They don't care. They're saying that right then, because again, like you said earlier, if anyone associated with any Democratic politician was involved in this, it would be, what is the party? This Democrat party is they're full of groomers, rapists, sexual assaulters. And anytime these things have happened, when say it's a staff or any of these types of things with an elected Democratic official, they're run the F out of town immediately. Yeah. So let's just wonder, do the people you're supporting, do they support you? This is what they're illustrating to you. That's why Kevin McCarthy walked off smirking, because anything he says is not gonna help his career.
Yeah, and look, the reason that I pointed out the religious beliefs thing is not just to mock them for being utter hypocrites whatsoever. It's that very often we hear that people's deeply held religious beliefs are not just the source of their political, like the policies they want to see, but they are reason themselves that things should be allowed. I should be allowed to skirt federal discrimination laws because I'm not just a bigot, I'm a deeply held bigot. So then we get the right to point out that, oh wait, no, you're lying about all of that. You don't really believe any of this. It's totally contingent. Some are able to come out and just blanket attack him. Former Governor Hutchinson, running against Donald Trump notably, says, over the course of my 25 years of experience in the courtroom, I've seen firsthand how a cavalier and arrogant contempt for the rule of law can backfire. The jury verdict should be treated with seriousness, and is another example of the indefensible behavior of Donald Trump. That's a good statement. It's good. Mike Pence says in his time around Trump, he never heard or witnessed behavior of that nature. And it's not where the American people are focused. He's more religious than all of them. And like, okay, so maybe the guy sexually assaulted someone, but that's not where we're focused. Yeah, but you're a Christian. Shouldn't we be? Shouldn't you be using your position to point out that that's like kind of frowned upon in the Bible? Certain parts of the Bible, other parts of the Bible are like totally cool with it, by the way, let's point that out. Anyway, John Cornyn says, I don't think it changes anybody's minds one way or the other. I think people who support President Trump support President Trump. People who don't support President Trump don't support him. And I don't think this will have any impact, which is arguably true, but also, Jesus, he's your guy. Josh Hawley, he does say that he doesn't think that Trump will win in November. So I guess that's a point in John Cornyn's favor. Josh Hawley said that he still believes the ex-president will be the GOP presidential nominee, and added that Trump being found liable for sexual abuse will make the general election, quote, interesting. Interesting. Well, that's one word. That's one word.
For more political news, breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.